Hey guys, just wanted to pop on here for a little bit before I get too sick to look at this screen, but I just wanted to share an update of how things are going. So I got in the go-kart accident, and so the first couple days were kind of okay. I had headaches. The night of the accident, I was very sick, like I got body aches and chills. I was basically in my bed for the first like 24 hours or so, and then I was kind of okay. And then after day 2, I got really sick, and I had to sit in a dark room for several days, and I just slept for those several days. So we went to the ER, and they did just a CT scan to see if there was any bleeds or breaks. My liver had a lot of pain too, so they were seeing if there was any damage to my liver. They didn't see any bleeding or fractures, so they sent me home. And I have seen several specialists now. I saw a concussion specialist yesterday, and they did roughly 2.5 hours of testing. So they tested everything. They had me wear like goggles that had computers in them, and they had me do things with my eyes and stuff. And they found that in the pitch black, my eyes are moving like this really fast. And so that only happens if a certain part of your brain stem has blunt force trauma. So they did that, and they did a bunch of other tests that confirmed that part of my brain stem is damaged. And then they did a lot of other tests, and the left side of my body has a dulled sensation. So I have less sensation on the whole left side of my body. Sorry, I have really bad tremors. So I'm trying to keep this screen still. Let me see if I can rest it. No, I can't. I'm just gonna have to hold it like this. I have really bad tremors in my hands, and my whole body just shakes. I also have like muscle spasms where certain parts of my body just start spasming. So if this is a shaky video, that's why. I also have short-term memory loss, so I totally don't remember what I was talking about. So, yeah. So basically, the concussion specialist said, that there is damage to the left side of my cerebellum. So it's really crazy. Like, I can't even make left-hand turns, or I lose my ability to walk. So I can only make right-hand turns, which I didn't even realize until we saw the concussion specialist. They did a lot of stuff like I can't keep my left arm. I have no strength to like keep it out, And then he had me like watch his thumb. So when he moved his thumb over my left arm, I could keep my arm up. And when he moved it over my right, like when my eyes moved to the right, my whole left hand just dropped. Like I didn't have any strength to try to keep my thumb up. So they did lots of tests. I can't even remember them all, but those are the parts of my brain that they think are damaged. So he actually is too scared to, not too scared, like cautious to do any sort of intensive therapies, because he needs me to see a neurologist and get an MRI, because he thinks that there's actual structural damage to my brain stem. Yeah, I forget what the words are for that, but so, and then we tried to get the video from the go-karting place because we weren't wearing helmets. They didn't give us helmets to wear, and the video would show the doctor how my head moved, but they told us for 3 weeks it was different things that they told us. But then they just told my husband yesterday that their internet happened to go down and they didn't get the video. But all of the other stuff that they used for internet worked fine. So we don't know what's going on with that, but that video would be helpful. But my brother-in-law actually recorded recorded parts of it, especially like the part where I crashed, except I wasn't in the picture, but like right after, if that makes sense. So now I see the concussion specialist a lot, almost every day. And then they're giving me high vitamins and things through an IV, and also an ozone into my blood, which will help carry more oxygen to the damaged parts of my brain to help them not, like, I guess when your brain gets hit, it releases like free radicals in your head, and the, what's it called? The ozone can help like bring oxygen there and kill the free radicals or something like that. So I'm supposed to do that 2 times a week, but we have to pay everything in cash, you know, so I might have to do that 1 time a week so that I can see the concussion specialist more. And then I have to get the MRI done and see an actual neurologist, because he thinks that there's something wrong that he doesn't want to work on until he sees that if there's like actual structural damage. So thank you guys for the gift cards and for the prayers, and it's been really neat. When I sit in the IV room, I'm with a lot of people that are like dying of cancer, and sorry, this is so shaky. I have really bad tremors, so I'm trying to keep it steady. So there's people dying of cancer, and there's people who are, you know, have autoimmune diseases and are really sick. And so I get to just sit in there, and I get to talk about Jesus and my relationship with Jesus and my marriage and my kids and the Bible. And this is very interesting. So when I read something in English, I can't remember or understand what I'm reading. But if I read in French, then I can actually like kind of understand what it is. So I can read my Bible, my French Bible, and I can like get encouragement from that, which is good. So I bring my Bible and I read it when I'm not talking to people about the Lord. So that's pretty much what's going on. So just lots of prayer for all the appointments coming up. They're all like an hour away. They're in like Minnetonka and Edina and Maple Grove and stuff. And then they're encouraging us to find an attorney and stuff. So prayer for that, on seeking the Lord on if that's what he wants us to do and stuff. And then, of course, like continued financial provision for all of the co-payments to see all these specialists, because we have to pay everything up front and then, you know, get service that way. So that's pretty much what's going on. I'm really happy that I got to finally at least tolerate looking at my phone screen for a little bit, because it makes me really sick to look at my phone screen. So if you text me or send me an email, usually I have Alex read those to me at the end of the day or something. So thank you guys. God is good. I'm so thankful that that I'm not like crippled or something worse. So that's all. So I love you guys. God bless, and always remember that Jesus is coming. So be ready for him.